This is something very interesting. I don't remember doing this clip. This is a clip from November of 2017. Apparently, someone called me and said, David, what happens to Trumpists after Trump? I have no memory of what I said, but a viewer told me, David, you've got to look at this on a stream because what you predicted was exactly correct. Let's listen to what I said 5 years ago, 4.5 years ago, and see if I was right.
All right, let's see who else is on the phones because there are a lot of people here waiting. Let's go to our caller from the 818 area code. Caller from 818, what's on your mind?
Hey, David. So I think it's fair to say that no matter what happens with the Bob Mueller investigation, Trump's approval probably won't dip below like 25 or 30%. Like no matter what happens, maybe a quarter or so of the country will just stick with him to the bitter end.
I think so.
So what I'd like to ask, what I'd like to ask is, even when Trump is gone, what happens to these people? Because, like, I find it funny to look at Trump supporters online, but I also find it kind of disturbing to see kind of like how easily exploited they are and how willing they are to be exploited by somebody as stupid as Trump. So, like, have we basically entered an idiocracy age in American politics? Like, is there going to be a Trump 2.0?
Well, listen, there's a couple different ways this could go. It's an interesting question. What happens to the Trumpist after Trump? What is a post-Trump world like for Trumpists? Do they just see it?
I have literally no idea what I answered on this question.
As the golden era, as so many ideological conservatives now see the 1950s, that's what we would like to get back to. I don't know. I think that there will be significant. I actually worry that post-Trump, you might see significantly increased levels of violence from Trumpists. That's one question.
Even if he has a successful presidency to their standards and goes out with 2 full terms?
Yeah, I think that after he's gone, if things don't go the way that they expect them or believe that they should go, that they might become significantly inflamed.
Wow.
I think that the broader question is, does Trump trigger, for lack of a better term, Trump 2.0, Trump 3.0? Does Trump legitimize the idea of sort of a clueless buffoon being a president? And that's the biggest concern for me, because I think the answer is yes. I think the answer is yes, because even with only 25%, you can basically, with 50% voter turnout, you can win an election with, certainly with 26% approval. Even less if you get the votes in the right states because of the electoral vote system. So that's really the concern for me, the idea that now we are going to get Trump 2.0 and 3.0 and that it'll be an absolute mess.
Wow. Well, interesting. Yeah. Some of that stuff certainly has happened. So it's interesting to look back and to see that. And certainly, we have now Trump 2.0 and 3.0 in Congress, right? Madison Cawthorn, Marge Green, and Lauren Boebert, all of it. It's a sad circumstance. There's no doubt about it. It's a sad circumstance, but DeSantis, right? Exactly.